The Bible verse for today, July 26th, is Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1. And the portion says, "A time to every purpose under the heaven." The entire verse reads as this: "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven." And he goes on to say, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, and so on. So we see that indeed that there is a time for the things that we are to do. We can't do everything at one time, right? We have to pick and choose. And the other thing is that we have limited time. Our life is fleeting. The Bible says that we are like a mist. Our life is like a mist that just disappears so quickly. Or like a flower of the field. The wind blows over it and it is gone. So we should take every single day that we have seriously and not waste our time. Time is, many people will say, the most precious of all resources. Why? Because you can't make any more time. We all, each day, have one less day in our lives. And so let us use this fact to make the best use of time. Ephesians 5 verse 15 and 16 says, "Look carefully then how you walk, not as unwise but as wise, making the best use of the time because the days are evil." Yes, there is a lot of challenges each day, and we need to step up and make the best use of time. And in order to do that, we need to really be wise in how we use our time. We need to think about it and plan our days. And of course, we have to realize too that ultimately our time is in God's hands. But we should make use of it in the best way that we can. Psalm 90 verse 12 says, "So teach us to number our days that we may get a heart of wisdom." As we understand and realize how fleeting time is and how important each day is, then it can help us to walk in wisdom. But part of that is to numbering our days correctly, to understand that there is a limit to our lives and that our lives actually are not something that goes on forever, even though many times young people or children may feel that way. But you know, those who may be older, how quickly time has gone. And it seems like just yesterday that 10 years has gone by in such a short span of time. So let us make best use of the time. Let us use our time to serve God. Let us use our time wisely. Let us not waste time with so much distractions of the internet and media. And there's so many things that can take away our time. Social media. And now there's far more distractions of our time than, say, even 10 years ago or 20 years ago. So we have to guard our time even more. So let us do that so that we may be able to make best use of the time that we have. And so that we may be able to serve the Lord wisely, and so that when our time here on earth is over, we might be able to stand before God and hear Him say, "Well done, good and faithful servant."